40 years ago this week, school children all over the country, myself included, watched as the Space Shuttle Challenger lifted off for space. As part of the Teacher in Space project, New Hampshire native Krista McAuliffe was on board as a payload specialist, with plans to teach two 15-minute lessons from the spacecraft. 73 seconds after liftoff, however, the nation watched in horror as the Challenger exploded, killing all aboard. It was a moment that will live forever in the minds of many in my generation. I can still remember the collective gasp and then absolute silence that filled the cafeteria where my classmates and I sat, watching the events unfold live. What was to blame for the disaster? A combination of freezing temperatures and faulty O-rings. The rings were made from rubber and would lose elasticity at temperatures lower than 53 degrees Fahrenheit, 12 degrees Celsius. The night before launch, January 27th, had a forecast for record low temperatures approaching 18 degrees, negative 8°C, warming to 26 degrees, or negative 3°C, by the time of the launch. In fact, an overnight measurement taken recorded the left booster at 25 degrees Fahrenheit, negative 4°C, while the right booster was a whopping 8 degrees Fahrenheit, negative 13°C, far below the recommended properties. Based on those temperature readings, engineers initially advised postponing the launch, but agreed to allow a 2-hour delay to allow the rings to warm up and the ice on the launch tower to melt. The Challenger launched at 11:38 local time, and immediately dark smoke was visible coming from the right-hand booster rocket, as seen in this image. By 58 seconds after launch, a plume of flame was visible, again on the right booster, seen here. A leak had also begun in the highly flammable liquid hydrogen tank. At 73 seconds after launch, the shuttle exploded and crashed into the ocean at 207 miles per hour, 2 minutes and 45 seconds after the explosion. There were no survivors. What was the result? NASA created a new Office of Safety, Reliability, and Quality Assurance, redesigned the boosters, and increased safety standards. Parallels can be drawn between this reaction and what followed the sinking of the Titanic in 1912. It is an unfortunate truth that hindsight is 20/20, and that tragedies such as the Challenger and the Titanic lead to more oversight and greater caution for future endeavors. Most ironically, the spacecraft designed to replace the Challenger was in fact named the Endeavour.